Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back once again to Final Fantasy V, the 2025 Fiesta. There is no music because, again, there is a bug on the. Uh, let's see. There's a bug on the Pixel Remaster version, unfortunately, where uh, there's no music on the World 2 world map for some reason. Um, I'm full. I've switched my equipment back, as you see here. Let's see. I often forget that the freelancer can just equip whatever the heck they want, so I'm just making sure. I want the angel robe on, I think. Can you equip the angel robe? You can, but I want it on the freelancer, I think. That magic defense is really good. Put the Hypno Crown on for now. That on you. I'd rather have the defense, actually. Alright. So this is the first dungeon that I would classify as where the encounters are not really worth running from. Unless you have like a thief or something. A thief or a ninja. Because running away just takes too long. Yeah, so this is kind of the point where running hits to, like, manually running without an ability hits a diminishing returns, I would say. It's still not too terribly bad, but you're going to take some damage running. When you get into World 3 proper, though, man, running is... You're sitting there for 30, 40 seconds trying to run, and it's like, ugh. Luckily, we've got Knight and Freelancer, and we're just going to... I forget, was it you who's... Level 5 Knight? Okay, yeah. I've got 90. Okay, I've got 99 high potions, 13 Phoenix Downs, ethers, 10 of everything. Okay, I've got holy water. All right, so I should be good. Should be good. The only thing about the my current setup is I have to be careful about fire dragons, the red dragons, because they absorb fire. All right. So you have to walk into this room and then walk out to trigger the cutscene. I don't actually know how far in you have to walk. Hopefully I walked far enough in. Apparently, and I did not know this, you can steal reflect rings from those reflect mages. That's usually... So, the reflect knights drop them. Okay? Meaning that that's party agnostic. Like, you don't have to have you don't have to have a thief to take advantage of that. But so if I decide I want reflect rings, I always go for that. And apparently that's not the only thing you can do. These magic dragons can teach you some blue magic. They teach... What is it called? they have Aroga and Off Guard, don't they? I think it's Off Guard is the one that you kind of need them for. It's been a minute since I've had a blue mage in a Fiesta. Every time I get a blue mage, I commit to getting all the blue magic. There are some blue magics that you can't... You can get every blue magic with every party, but there are some blue magics that you can't get early without certain parties. Like, you have to do certain, like, weird things to get some of the blue magic. But later on, especially in World 3, you can get ways to confuse enemies and stuff like that to get, like, Mighty Guard and that kind of stuff. One of these, there's a short... Okay, apparently my memory is failing me on this. It must be the bottom one there. There's, like, shortcuts in the walls all through here. It's this one. There's a shortcut. And... this top one. Up here, there's a shortcut. Now, these black warlocks drop a thing called the Power Staff. That can be very, very useful because it casts Berserk. And, like, if you have no other way to, you know, Berserk enemies, that's a path you can take to fight Omniscient in World 3. It's a tough path because Omniscient eats his whey protein and just will punch you to death. But if you berserk him, then he can't he can't reset the fight. So it's a decent option in my opinion. Alright, so we're going to cast a Curaga. I'm going to cast Raise, because they died. Forest died. Alright. You died as well. We'll cast another Raise, and High Potion yourself, and High Potion you. What the High Potions are for. You don't get into... You cannot... And this might just be this version, but you actually can't get into encounters in the lava. But as soon as you step out of the lava, you're basically guaranteed to get into a counter, like, pretty early. These adamantite golems are pretty beefy. They've got thousands of hit points. And they don't really drop anything. They are weak to lightning, but I don't really have any way to exploit that. So, we're just going to beat them to death with good old-fashioned violence. So that's the Hayate bow. The Hayate bow is can proc, what is it called? Rapid fire. So I really wish my mime could use it. That said, it might be a bit. Excuse me. It might be a better piece of equipment to use than the Great Sword. Let's put cover on and put you in the back row. I think it'll be less unless I trigger, but taking less damage is good. Alright. Yeah, that lava hurts. I think the Bandicurls are weak to fire. Yeah, they're weak to fire. Can you use Asuna? You can. Hey, rapid fire. So now, see, that was just uncalled for. So, triggering rapid fire was about 1,000 damage. Now I'm gonna go back to the sword. Great sword. And two-handed. Angel robe. Alright. Ether. Well, that hurt. Yeah, the swords are better. Let's go ahead and do that. Keep everybody topped up. Hey, 2 sword dances in a row. That's pretty good. I don't like this fight at all. Kill that black warlock first. I'm gonna run from this fight. I'm gonna try to. You can just see how long it takes to run from things in the Castle X-Death. And you're gonna take a lot of damage. But I have a lot of resources, so I'm okay to like take the beating. Although I am taking more of a beating than I thought I would. Yeah, running takes a while from this point forward. Alright. Running from this fight might have been a mistake. You might have to actually fight this one. So apparently I made a mistake and said that in the GBA version the vampire spell does damage. Yeah, this is... Wow, I'm gonna die. Yep, I'm gonna get a game over here. But the vampire spell from the blue mage can do damage when you're missing hit points, and apparently that's wrong, and somebody showed me that. So that's interesting. Oh, you can get into encounters on the lava. Well, I'm just wrong all over today, aren't I? Maybe the encounter rate is just lower on the lava. Who knows? I don't know, apparently. Since I can, in fact, get into encounters on the lava. In fact, the same encounter. We're going to do this. All right. Yeah, unfortunately, one of the major kind of side effects of not having a shield is you take a lot more damage on the front row. Thankfully, I do have White Mage to kind of fill in that gap there, so I'm not super worried about it, because I would probably be using a shield instead of two-hand as I got into about the time you get into this dungeon and into World 3, except for the fact that I have White Mage and I have Blink. And Blink is just 5-star spell. It's really good. Alright. And I've got 7 elixirs left. Alright. Gonna mimic nobody. Didn't mean to select that. I probably shouldn't be auto-battling these, but if anybody has watched any of my videos, you know I have a really bad habit about auto-battling when I don't need to be. What I should be doing is attacking with the healing staff. Healing staff is one of the most useful pieces of equipment in the game, because a surprising amount of classes can use staves in this game. So, again, I mimicked again. Why? What is... Alright. Alright, Lena. You do you. I don't think I've ever seen... I'm sorry, I'm just kind of at a loss here. I don't think I've ever seen a character do that. Block the heal staff? It's a spell. It's casting a spell. It might be... Alright there, Lena. Calm down. I need to pay attention what I'm doing with Mime. Mime is a little frustrating like that. And I've been doing really good this entire playthrough, not accidentally, doing that. But apparently, today, I am just flubbing. Alright, you need some healing. You need to attack this Bando Curl, because you've got a fire sword. And you need to attack this one. You need to attack that. You need to do this. In the GBA version, I'm pretty sure that count... Okay, well... I was thinking that was going to attack Bart's. But in the GBA version, which is the one I've most played. I've played the Super Nintendo version some, but I'm pretty sure in the GBA version, the attacking with the heal staff cures confusion. Alright, you need to stop that. Okay, that was a lucky runaway. So we're going to bring everybody back to life. Just use all her MP there. I think there's a... Alright. I want this Kotetsu here, because it's a little more powerful than the Greatsword. Ice Brand. Flame Tongue. Let's do this. Alright. Oh, he missed. Don't miss. Dang it. Let's attack with the Knight so I can definitely kill this guy. Alright. Cool. And there is a save point right here. We are going to use a cottage. Let's see. Let me check something real quick. Because I currently do not have... Nah, I'll do it. So, sometimes I just don't open this chest to trigger this upcoming Gilgamesh fight. Because... This floor, by the way, is scary AF.